In Tolkien's mythology, the three rings are magical artifacts forged by the Elves of Eregion. After the One Ring, they are the most powerful of the 20 rings of power. The three rings were made by Celebrimbor after Sauron, in the guise of Annatar, had left Eregion. These were free of Sauron's influence, as he did not have a hand in their making. However, they were still forged by Celebrimbor with the arts taught to him by Sauron and thus was still bound to the One Ring. Upon perceiving Sauron's intent, the elves hid the three from him. They were carried out of Middle-earth at the end of the Third Age, after the destruction of the One Ring. Narya, the first ring, Narya, was adorned with a red stone. The name is derived from the Cuneo Nawa meaning fire. It was also called the Narya the Great, Ring of Fire, and Red Ring. According to unfinished tales, at the start of the War of the Elves and Sauron, Celebrimbor gave Narya together with the ring Valia to Gil-galad, High King of the Nold. Gil-galad entrusted Narya to his lieutenant Ka-Adan, Lord of the Havens of Mithlond, who kept it after Gil-galad's death. According to the Lord of the Rings, Gil-galad received only Valia, while Ka-Adan received Narya from the very beginning along with Galadriel receiving Nenya from the start. In the Third Age, Ka-Adan, recognizing Gandalf's true nature as one of the Mara from Valinor, gave him the ring to aid him in his labors. It is described as having the power to inspire others to resist tyranny, domination, and despair, as well as giving resistance to the weariness of time. Nenya, the second ring, Nenya, was made of mithril and adorned with a white stone, presumably a diamond. The name is derived from the Cuneo Nawa copyright N meaning water. It is also called Ring of Adamant, Ring of Water and the White Ring. The ring was wielded by Galadriel of Lothla-cubed-Rien, and possessed a radiance that matched that of the stars. While Frodo Baggins could see it by virtue of being a ring-bearer, Samwise Gamgee tells Galadriel he only saw a star through your fingers. Nenya's power gave preservation, protection, and possibly concealment from evil because there is a secret power here that holds evil from the land. However, the fact that orcs from Moria entered La-cubed-Rien after the Fellowship of the Ring and La-cubed-Rien itself had suffered previous attacks from Sauron's orcs sent from Dol Guldur suggests the power of the ring did not constitute military prowess. It was said that, protected as it was by Nenya, Lothla-cubed-Rien would not have fallen unless Sauron had personally come to attack it. Galadriel used these powers to create and sustain Lothla-cubed-Rien, but it also increased in her the longing for the sea and her desire to return to the Undying Lands. With the ring gone, the magic and beauty of La-cubed-Rien also faded along with the extraordinary Malorn trees and it was gradually depopulated, until by the time Arwen came there to die in Fa. 121 it was deserted and in ruin. Valia, the third ring, Valia, was made of gold and adorned with a great blue stone. The name is derived from the Cuneo Valia meaning air. It is also called, Ring of Air, Ring of Firmament, or Blue Ring. It is generally considered that Valia was the mightiest of these three bands. The exact power of Valia is not mentioned. However, it is reasonable to speculate that it also possesses the power to heal and to preserve. Its power of healing may be particularly strong, as Elrond seems to be the greatest healer in Middle-earth at the time of the quest. There is some speculation that the ring controlled minor elements, considering the event where Elrond had summoned a torrent of water as the Nazgul attempted to capture Frodo and the One Ring. When Sauron laid waste to Eregion, Valia was sent to the Elven king Gil-galad far away in Lindon, where it was later given to Elrond, who bore it through the later years of the Second Age and all of the Third. As Gil-galad was the High King of the Noldor at the time of the ring's distribution, it was thought that he was best fit to care for the most powerful of the three elven rings. Notes. References: Tolkien, J.R.R., Christopher Tolkien, ed., The Silmarillion, Boston, Houghton Mifflin, Are the Rings of Power in the Third Age, ISBN 0-395-25730-1.